What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your go-to source for everything Dallas Cowboys. I'm Dave, and today we're diving into some big news surrounding the Cowboys roster decisions, specifically why the team didn't pursue a blockbuster trade for Las Vegas Raiders star receiver Davante Adams. A lot of fans were hoping the Cowboys would make a move, but it looks like that won't be happening. We're going to break down Stephen Jones' explanation for this decision and what it means for the Cowboys moving forward. But before we get into all the juicy details, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. We're so close to reaching our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and your support is key. Help us get there by subscribing today. Now, let's get into the topic that's been heating up the Cowboys fan base. The Davante Adams trade rumors. The news hit hard when Davante Adams, one of the NFL's elite wide receivers, reportedly asked for a trade from the Las Vegas Raiders. With the Cowboys needing depth behind CeeDee Lamb in the wide receiver unit, many fans immediately thought Dallas would be the perfect destination for Adams. After all, Adams is an all-pro talent who could take this offense to another level. But when Cowboys EVP Stephen Jones was asked about the possibility of adding Adams to the roster, his response might have left a lot of Cowboys fans scratching their heads. Stephen Jones said, "No. I don't think there is anything to that. We just signed our number one guy, CeeDee Lamb, and Adams is a number one receiver. When you have the challenges cap-wise that we have, that would be a long putt for us." Via John Machota of The Athletic. So, Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Did the Cowboys make the right call by sticking with CeeDee as the primary guy, or should they have at least explored a trade for Adams? Let us know in the comments below and vote in our poll. Should the Cowboys have pursued a trade for Davante Adams? Your opinion matters, and we'd love to hear what you think. Cap space and the Cowboys roster strategy. Now, let's break down Stephen Jones' statement a bit further. The Cowboys have been aggressive this season, particularly with the massive contract extension for CeeDee Lamb, making him the second highest paid non-quarterback in the league. This deal, along with other high-profile extensions like Micah Parsons' upcoming contract, has put some serious pressure on the Cowboys' salary cap. Adding another number one receiver like Davante Adams would definitely turn heads and excite the fan base, but as Jones pointed out, it wouldn't be financially feasible. Two top-tier wide receivers would require a massive chunk of the Cowboys' salary cap, which is already being stretched thin. The front office clearly wants to build around CeeDee as the main guy, and they've made their priorities clear by focusing on depth and development elsewhere. What do you think about the Cowboys' current cap situation? Are they playing it too safe, or are they being smart by avoiding the risk of a cap crunch in the future? Sound off in the comments, and let's get the conversation going. Don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. Your support helps us grow, and we've got more Cowboys updates and analysis coming your way. Can the Cowboys offense thrive without Adams? Let's be real, Davante Adams is a game changer. Any team would love to have him. But the Cowboys offense is already in a good spot, especially after securing Lamb for the long haul. CeeDee has become one of the NFL's top young receivers, and he's ready to carry the mantle as the team's number one target. But, behind him, there are still some questions about the supporting cast. Players like Michael Gallup and Brandon Cooks have shown flashes, but consistency has been an issue. Gallup is still trying to regain his pre-injury form, and Cooks, while experienced, isn't the dynamic force he once was. So, would Adams have been the perfect complement to Lamb? Or do you think the Cowboys already have enough firepower on offense? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and while you're at it, take a second to subscribe and help us reach 12,000 subscribers. Stephen Jones' focus, the long game. One key takeaway from Jones' comments is that the Cowboys are focused on the long-term health of the team. With the salary cap expected to grow in the coming years, the front office seems committed to building a balanced roster that can compete over multiple seasons. By not making a splashy trade for Adams, they're keeping their financial flexibility intact for future moves, especially when it comes to locking up other young stars like Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. But does that approach sit well with you, Cowboys Nation? Would you rather see the Cowboys go all in right now, even if it means future cap problems, or are you more comfortable with the team's cautious strategy? Drop your thoughts in the comments and be part of the discussion. Did the Cowboys miss out? As much as the idea of Davante Adams in a Cowboys jersey sounds exciting, it's clear the front office has made their decision. They're sticking with CeeDee Lamb as their top dog, and with the financial challenges they're facing, adding another high-priced receiver just wasn't in the cards. Whether that decision pays off remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure, all eyes will be on this offense as the Cowboys continue their push for a deep playoff run. So, what's your take, Cowboys Nation? Did the Cowboys miss out on a golden opportunity with Adams, or do you agree with Stephen Jones' decision to focus on the team's long-term future? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to vote in our poll. And hey, before you go, make sure you're subscribed to Cowboys News TV. We're so close to reaching our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and with your help, we'll get there in no time. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it informative. We'll be back soon with more in-depth Cowboys news and analysis, including previews of the upcoming game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and go Cowboys.
Sure. Let's continue from where we left off by diving into more aspects of the Cowboys' decision and previewing the upcoming game against the Steelers. Cowboys roster management, a delicate balance. One of the things that stood out from Stephen Jones' comments is how the Cowboys are managing their roster and cap space. It's clear that Dallas has made some big investments in core players like CeeDee Lamb, and the front office seems focused on maintaining a sustainable roster over the long haul. But that begs the question, Cowboys Nation, are they being too cautious? For a team that's built to win now, should the Cowboys be taking bigger risks to bring in elite talent like Davante Adams? Or do you think they're making the right move by sticking with their current wide receiver group? It's a tough balance to strike. On one hand, you don't want to mortgage the future by overspending in the present. On the other, adding a star like Adams could make the difference between a playoff run and a Super Bowl title. What's your take? Should the Cowboys be more aggressive with trades, or is their conservative approach the way to go? Drop a comment below and let us know what you think. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Cowboys News TV is your go-to source for everything Dallas Cowboys. The CeeDee Lamb factor. Let's talk more about CeeDee Lamb. After securing that massive extension, all eyes are on him to live up to the hype. He's now the second highest paid non-quarterback in the entire league, which means the Cowboys are betting big on his ability to lead the offense. And so far, he's delivered. Lamb has shown that he can be a true number one receiver, with his dynamic playmaking ability and strong connection with Dak Prescott. But can he carry the load all season without another elite wideout like Adams by his side? That's where the debate heats up. Lamb is undoubtedly a star, but we've seen teams struggle when their offense becomes too reliant on one player. Just look at what happened to the Los Angeles Rams last year when Cooper Kupp went down. Without another go-to target, their offense fell apart. Cowboys Nation, do you think CeeDee can handle the pressure as the lone number one receiver? Or should the Cowboys have looked to bring in more help, especially with someone like Adams on the market? Share your thoughts below. What about the rest of the receiving core? While CeeDee Lamb is the clear number one option, let's not forget about the rest of the Cowboys receiving core. Michael Gallup is a name that comes to mind, a talented wideout who, before his injury, showed real potential. Gallup has the ability to stretch the field and make big plays, but can he return to form and be that reliable number two guy? Then, there's Brandon Cooks. The veteran receiver was brought in to add depth and experience, but as the season progresses, he's yet to truly make his mark in this offense. With his speed and versatility, Cooks could be a key factor down the stretch, but time will tell if he can find the chemistry with Dak and carve out a bigger role. So, Cowboys Nation, are Gallup and Cooks enough to complement CeeDee? Or do you think the Cowboys should have made a stronger push for Adams or another star receiver? Let us know what you think in the comments, and while you're there, Be sure to subscribe to Cowboys News TV for all the latest updates and analysis. Preview: Cowboys vs Steelers, Sunday Night Football Showdown. Looking ahead, the Cowboys have a huge test coming up this weekend on Sunday Night Football as they face the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road at Acrisure Stadium. This is a matchup that has fans buzzing, and for good reason. Both teams are sitting in strong positions early in the season, and this game could have big implications as we head into the heart of the NFL schedule. The Steelers' defense, led by T.J. Watt and Minkah Fitzpatrick, is one of the toughest in the league. For Dak Prescott and the Cowboys' offense, this is going to be a real challenge. They'll need to be sharp, and the offensive line will have to hold up against Pittsburgh's fierce pass rush. But on the flip side, the Cowboys' defense has been lights out this season, and they'll look to disrupt the Steelers' young QB Kenny Pickett, who has been solid but prone to mistakes. Cowboys Nation, what are your predictions for this primetime showdown? Will the Cowboys keep rolling and take down the Steelers in Pittsburgh, or are we in for a tough fight? Let us know in the comments and vote in our poll. Who will win Sunday Night Football, Cowboys or Steelers? Keys to victory. Here are a few keys to victory for the Cowboys in this Sunday Night Football matchup. Pressure Kenny Pickett. The Cowboys' defense has been a wrecking crew so far this season, and that needs to continue in Week 5. If Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence can get after Pickett, they can force him into mistakes and keep the Steelers' offense off balance. Establish the run. The Steelers' defense is no joke, but they've been vulnerable at times against the run. If Tony Pollard and the Cowboys' ground game can get going early, it'll take pressure off Dak Prescott and open up the passing game. Win the turnover battle. This game could come down to turnovers. The Cowboys' defense has been opportunistic, creating turnovers in key moments. If they can win the turnover battle, it could be the deciding factor in this game. What do you think, Cowboys Nation? What's the biggest key to a Cowboys win on Sunday? Drop your thoughts below and let us know how you think the game will play out. Final thoughts: Stephen Jones and the Cowboys roster decisions. To wrap things up, Stephen Jones' explanation for not pursuing a trade for Davante Adams boils down to two things: the Cowboys' salary cap situation and their confidence in CeeDee Lamb as their number one receiver. While it's understandable that fans would love to see Adams in a Cowboys uniform, the reality is that the team has already made significant financial commitments to their key players, and adding another superstar would create even more challenges down the line. Do you agree with Jones' reasoning, or do you think the Cowboys should have been more aggressive in pursuing Adams? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to Cowboys News TV for all the latest Cowboys updates, game previews, and in-depth analysis. We're so close to reaching our goal of 12,000 subscribers, and we need your support to get there. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a video.